The World Baseball Classic has been bringing together the best baseball players from around the world since 2006. From incredible plays on the field to unforgettable performances by players, here are some of the greatest World Baseball Classic moments that have left a lasting impression on fans around the world. Starting off with when Adam Jones saved the day. Alright, picture this. It's the 2017 World Baseball Classic and the USA's playing the Dominican Republic in a do-or-die game. The Americans are up 4-2 in the 7th inning and tensions are high. Then Manny Machado steps up to the plate and hits a deep ball off Tyler Clippard that looks like it's going to be a home run. But just when you think the game's about to change, Adam Jones swoops in like a superhero and makes an insane catch to rob Machado of the homer.
Clean inning here in the 7th. Hit well out to right center field. Jones still on the move, running out of room, and he makes the
Jones even slams into the WBC logo as he stretches his glove out to make the play. Machado can't believe what just happened and raises his helmet in awe. The USA would go on to win the game 6-3 and ultimately win the championship. But that moment of Adam Jones saving the day will live on forever in the minds of American baseball fans. While this catch was insane, this next moment shocked the world. I'm talking about the time Jose Bautista gunned down a runner. Let me set the scene for you. It's the 2017 World Baseball Classic, and the Dominican Republic is playing Colombia in the group stage. The game's tied 3-3 in the bottom of the 9th with a runner on third base and only one out. The Colombians are so close to pulling off a massive upset. But then, Jose Bautista, the slugger known more for his hitting than his defense, makes an incredible catch in left field. But that's not all. He then unleashes a rocket of a throw to home plate, and catcher Wellington Castillo makes an amazing tag to get the out. The Colombians are understandably upset, but the umpire makes the right call and the game goes into extra innings. The Dominican Republic ultimately won 10-3 in the 11th inning, but that play by Bautista and Castillo was a clutch moment that saved the day and will go down in World Baseball Classic history. But while this moment was phenomenal, the next one was even better. I'm talking about the Miracle on Ice baseball style. In 2017, Team Israel shocked the baseball world by making it to the second round of the tournament. Led by former MLB player Ike Davis, Israel defeated South Korea, Chinese Taipei, and the Netherlands, and that allowed them to become the first team to advance to the second round of the World Baseball Classic with a 3-0 record. Their success captured the hearts of baseball fans around the world, and they'll forever be remembered as the Miracle on Ice team of baseball. Now, Israel isn't the only team that impressed in 2017. Let's talk about Puerto Rico's unforgettable run. In the 2017 World Baseball Classic, Puerto Rico put on a show that won't soon be forgotten. The team went undefeated in the first two rounds of the tournament, defeating the likes of the Dominican Republic and the United States. In the championship game, they faced off against the United States once again, but fell short, finishing as the runner-up. Despite not winning the tournament, Puerto Rico's incredible run showcased the passion and pride that comes with representing your country on the world stage. But I can't forget about when another team did exactly that 4 years before this, except they went all the way. Yep, I'm talking about the Dominican Republic. So let me tell you a story about a team that dominated the World Baseball Classic in 2013. The Dominican Republic faced off against squads filled with big league players, but that didn't stop them from going a perfect 8-0 throughout the entire tournament. And they didn't just squeak by. They ended up winning the championship game against Puerto Rico 3-0.
That's not gonna happen. Let the celebration begin.
Talk about a dominant performance. One of the key players in the DR's run was Robinson Cano, who was playing for the New York Yankees at the time. Cano earned MVP honors after batting .469 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. He even became only the 4th player in MLB history to win a WBC championship and a World Series. Pretty impressive, huh? But it wasn't just Cano who was killing it for the Dominicans. Samuel Deduno, who had played for the Minnesota Twins, was a force on the pitching mound. He threw 5 5 scoreless innings in the championship game and finished the whole tournament with 17 strikeouts in 13 innings. Thanks to players like Cano and Deduno, the Dominican Republic had one of the most legendary runs in WBC history in 2013. Now, that same year, there was also some pretty epic standoffs between two countries. So let me talk about the Mexico-Canada fight. Oh boy, things got heated during the 2013 WBC when Mexico and Canada faced off. The Canadians were up 9-3 in the top of the ninth, and the Mexicans weren't too happy when Chris Robinson bunted for a hit. I mean, come on, dude, that's not cool. But in fairness, the WBC standings factor in run differential, so it kind of makes sense. Anyway, Mexico's Arnold Leon took matters into his own hands, or rather his pitches. He threw 2 inside to the next batter, Rene Tassoni, which earned a warning for both teams. But did Leon stop there? No way. He hit Tassoni with a third pitch, and that's when things really hit the fan. Both dugouts emptied, and the players got into a full-blown brawl. Punches were thrown, and several players from both teams were ejected.
As many runs as you can. I thought it might have had something to do with his late slides and Robinson.
Hey, wow! After the warning, Arnold Leon just drilled Rene Tassoni, and it's on. Benches have cleared.
It wasn't the best World Baseball Classic moment ever, but it sure was memorable and showed just how much the players care about representing their countries. Now, this next moment will definitely go down in history as one of the greatest moments in baseball of all time. It's when Daisuke went back-to-back. Let's have some fun talking about the impressive Daisuke Matsuzaka and his amazing run in the World Baseball Classic. Even though he didn't quite live up to the hype in the US, he showed the world why he was a dominant force in international play. During 2 straight WBC tournaments, Matsuzaka was absolutely untouchable, leading Japan to 2 consecutive championships. In 2006, he went 3-0 with a 3.86 ERA over 13 innings, showcasing his talent and raising his profile in MLB circles. But he wasn't done yet. 3 years later, he was back at it again, earning the tournament MVP award with a perfect 3-0 record and an impressive 2.45 ERA over 14.23 innings. He was a key player in Japan's victory over South Korea in the championship game, and with that win, he became the first player to snag both a World Series and a World Baseball Championship. Not too shabby, right? Finally, let me wrap up the video with one final moment in the greatest moments in baseball history. Let's talk about Ichiro's championship-winning hit. The 2009 WBC final was a classic showdown between Japan and South Korea, and it was Ichiro who stole the show. The game was super intense, especially since South Korea had knocked out Japan in the previous Olympics, and it was looking like history might repeat itself. But with the score tied 3-3 in the bottom of the ninth and 2 runners on base, Ichiro came up big and smacked a clutch single to center field. He scored both runners and gave Japan a 5-3 lead. Everyone went nuts, especially when Yu Darvish closed out the bottom of the inning to secure the WBC title for Japan. It was a nail-biting finish, but Ichiro and the Japanese team came through in the end. And that's all for the greatest World Baseball Classic moments.